In any environment where hierarchy exists, whether professional, social, or even within families, the way one interacts with those in positions of authority defines not only the stability of relationships but also one's potential for growth within that structure. The idea of not outshining the master refers to the ability to coexist strategically with those above without threatening their status, sense of security, or self-esteem. It is an unspoken rule of human interaction. The instinct for self-preservation and recognition, present in every individual, makes anyone more sensitive to the feeling of being overshadowed. When someone in a lower position displays superiority, intellectual, technical, or charismatic, in a constant and explicit manner, it can generate discomfort or even hostility from superiors. The reason for this lies in a natural power dynamic. Few accept the emergence of someone who, even unintentionally, exposes their flaws with grace. Another's brilliance becomes a perceived threat, a reminder of one's own limitations, and the most common reaction is the rejection of the one who shines too brightly. This behavior may seem unfair at first glance, but it is deeply human. Power is strongly tied to perception. Authority must appear solid, unshakable, and admirable. When someone nearby begins to attract too much attention, even if deserved, it can weaken the image of the leader. As a result, talented individuals are often pushed aside, not due to incompetence but because they failed to manage their own visibility. Wisdom, then, lies in exercising one's competence with strategy. This does not mean diminishing oneself or hiding one's abilities, but rather knowing how to channel them in a way that strengthens, not threatens, the image of the person above. Subtlety is key. Let victories seem shared, make the other feel valued, and attribute part of your success to those in charge, even if informally. This builds trust and security, creating a pathway for stable and gradual advancement. This approach also requires control over one's own ego. The desire for immediate recognition to show what one is capable of can be a trap. The rush to impress can backfire. Instead of admiration, it may provoke resentment. Knowing when to reveal one's full potential is a form of social intelligence. True talent lies not only in performance but in the accurate reading of people and context. Throughout life, it's common to see capable individuals sidelined, not because they lacked skills but because they didn't understand this dynamic. Many believe recognition automatically follows effort, but they overlook the emotional factor in leadership. A leader's insecurity can be a greater obstacle than any technical challenge. Understanding this and acting with discretion is what separates those who rise from those who fall too soon. Instead of competing with superiors, it is wiser to make them feel indispensable and appreciated. One can shine without outshining, by directing the light in a way that illuminates the whole room, not just oneself. Building an image of loyalty, respect, and sincere support offers far more long-term power than any premature display of superiority. But this strategy is not eternal. There comes a time when standing out becomes necessary, when it is time to claim space and demonstrate strength. However, this should only be done when there is a solid foundation to sustain a possible rupture. Until then, prudence and a sensitive reading of vanity and insecurity remain the best form of protection and the most effective path to growth. In summary, not outshining the one above is not submission, it is strategy. It is the art of making others feel powerful, even when you are the one who holds the true brilliance. And by mastering this art, you become indispensable, trustworthy, and eventually inevitable.